our focus as Vivo, as you say, will be on AI data centers. We are focused on the bricks and mortar, but it's very high growth, very high returns.
Welcome back to Proactive Investors, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Kerry Stevenson. Today, I've asked Kevin Chin. He's the co-founder and executive chairman of VivoPower. Now, you might be sitting there going, what's VivoPower? Well, they're listed on the Nasdaq under VVPR. And really, they're all about that conversion of data centers and AI. And there's a lot of talk about this. And I can tell you, I've done a little bit of work and a little bit of a deep dive into data centers, especially energy, data centers, AI. None of them are going away, and all of them are very important as we literally race forward into the next part of this digital revolution. So, Kevin, great to see you. Lots to unpack here in a few minutes. Talk to us, because it's been interesting. I've said that you are the convergence of data and AI, but you also had an electric vehicle division as well. So I'm going to leave it to you to try and unpack it so that people go, they have an aha moment.
Thank you, Kerry. Appreciate the opportunity here. And yes, you're right. So we have an EV business called Tembo. That is part of our history. We are in the process of spinning that out to become its own listed Nasdaq entity. We filed the F4 prospectus in December. And based on typical timelines, that would suggest that we would be completing that spin-off towards the end of March this year. That's at a valuation of $838 million. Vivo will retain approximately 49% of that. We do have a strategic investor in that out of the Middle East. They're one of the largest oil trading and oil storage groups that are partnered with ADNOC, which is the Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. So they will be a major shareholder. This business focuses on EV applications for off-road use cases. So think mining, agriculture, safaris. For example, we have a couple of the biggest safari companies as our partners. We have various customers around the world in the mining space as well. So Vivo will retain broadly half. So round numbers, about $400 million of value to accrue to Vivo as and when this completes. So that's the history. In terms of the go forward, our focus as Vivo, as you say, will be on AI data centers. We are focused on the bricks and mortar, but it's very high growth, very high returns. And in essence, what we do is we acquire, we develop, we build, we own, and we lease powered shells, meaning data centers that have been built on powered land with renewable power in most cases at sub 5 cents a kilowatt. And we lease these out to operators and hyperscalers that typically sign up for 10 to 20-year leases, and think the likes of Microsoft, Google, etc. Our focus is on very specific geographies and sovereign nations where we have deep connectivity and/or shareholders who are already on the cap table or who will be joining the cap table. And these regions are in the Nordics, so Finland, Norway, Denmark. The GCC, specifically the UAE and Saudi Arabia. And then pivoting to Asia, it'll be Korea as well as certain countries in Southeast Asia. As of today, in the last 6 weeks, as part of this strategy, we have already assembled 358 megawatts of powered land sites across Finland, Norway, and the UAE. What we're seeking to do is to educate the market, to execute well, and to demonstrate the value creation that we are embarking on that will crystallize, a valuation uplift to our company, where we get viewed as and re-rated as a pure play AI data center company. And similar stocks, from what I understand, trade at 5 to 6 times enterprise value to megawatts, which is, a substantial uplift on where we are today. So that's us in a nutshell, Kerry.
What do you think the market's missing there, Kevin? Because at the moment your market cap is, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, the market's had a bit of a bloodbath, but you are sub 30 mil. You just said a moment ago that spinning off that EV where you'll retain 49% has a valuation of over 800 mil. Why the disconnect? What doesn't the market get about VivoPower?
I believe it's threefold, Kerry. So number one, we haven't been that active in terms of communication and our engagement with the market. This is the first time, I'm doing an interview with Proactive, and so communication and engagement, through participation in conferences, through newsletters for our shareholders, both existing and new, is an active work stream for us at the moment, to showcase the story. Two is I think the market's waiting on execution and closing of the various sort of work streams, and with the Tembo process that has taken a while, and that's not uncommon. So market's waiting for that to be closed, and I think that's the juncture where we'll probably get acknowledged and re-rated. And then thirdly, with respect to the AI data center strategy, uh, we are new in terms of executing on it. I think we've executed fast and well as a team. In the space of 6 weeks, we've assembled 358 megawatts, and that doesn't happen just like that, right? There's months and months of hard work behind that. Uh, Again, I think the market's, obviously going through a little uh, tantrum at the moment, but uh, as it recovers and as our story and our execution plays out, I believe there's a chance we will get acknowledged.
Well, I think you should come back and talk to us once that spin-off has been done for Tembo, the EV section, and keep our audience continually up to date. It's an evolving story. You're in the right area. That sort of AI data centers. It's fascinating. We don't have a lot of time to do a deep dive today, but I really do want to get you back on very soon. But for now, Kevin, it's been great to see you. And as I said right at the start, ladies and gentlemen, the Nasdaq code is VVPR. The market's not recognizing what Kevin is doing in terms of, I guess it is a big turnaround for the company and some really exciting times ahead. Thanks so much, Kevin.
Thank you so much, Kerry.